Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? A fine Monday morning, I'm sure. Monday afternoon, I'm sure. I don't know why I think it's morning. All right. I've kind of got stuff all over the place. We've got our dough that we made yesterday. I've got our pie filling in the fridge that I will pull out. I lied. It's right here. Morgan is asking about Pokemon emotes. Have these always been there to use? I don't know. There's a whole bunch of Pokemon stuff going on right now, so there could be a very real chance they just added them. I did not add them. Those ones, the Skipper related ones, yes, those are ours. Hey, Chow. How are you doing today?
Have you always had Pokemon?
No, I've not had Pokemon. I don't know what those are from. Those could just be a all of Twitch thing.
Yeah, I think I unlocked them.
If I ever actually get enough people to have a hype train, then you can unlock emotes that way that are special.
Ah.
But that's you would have to like gift subs or pay money.
Ah.
And then you unlock it based on what everyone unlocks together. It's like a cooperative thing.
Ah.
And
No, it's
those
non-stick, right?
you're still supposed to butter it.
Okay.
And I don't have lard, so we're doing butter. I think I got everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Butter.
Butter.
All right, my wife is here to roll out the pastry.
I didn't realize you'd be so choked up about it. Wait, is it going in this one or is it going in that one?
It's going in that one, but
What's the point of that one?
technically the recipe that I followed for this pie dough is for 4 small pies. And I have extra filling. So I don't know if we'll have enough to do a second pie or if we're just going to have leftovers, in which case you can do some fun designs on the top.
Sure.
If you want to pick over,
No, you're good.
I thought you were doing this part.
I did too.
Then there you go. Have at it. I'm going to be. I'll be over here peeling potatoes.
You seem so confused.
I don't have a lot of other spaces where I can do things that I'm not in the way.
So this is supposed to be like an 1/8 of an inch?
Yeah, roughly.
What shape am I going for?
A circle.
Oval? Circle?
Yeah, it's got to go in that, and then you got to push it in. And
I know, but this has a lot of dough.
Yeah, and we can roll out the excess.
Okay.
You're going to make my dreams become a reality, whether you like it or not.
Like any good marriage. I need this away.
Like any good marriage. So how was work today? No, I talked to you.
You wait till you get on stream to ask me this question?
What's Chow saying? I'm okay, just playing Fall Guys with a couple of friends who have never played it before. How's your day been?
I used to play Fall Guys a lot.
My wife was obsessed with Fall Guys. As you can tell, she's right here. I was never good at it. Although, if you were to look at my Steam page, you would see that I've played an absolute ridiculous amount. It was
Because it
all
was
my
me.
wife.
It was me before I had my own Twitch or stream account. Not
Before
Twitch.
she had her own Steam account.
Steam account. That was the words I was looking for.
It's been good. I was affected by the computer issue from CrowdStrike last week. And so today was a lot of trying to figure out how to get that fixed. But once we got that, I could actually work, which was good. I added some chat commands, which I'm kind of excited about. I need to come up with some more. I don't feel like I'm very creative.
What are we going for here? Like an eighth of an inch? A fourth?
Eighth of an inch is what?
7/8 of an inch?
No, get out a ruler. You're an engineer, dang it.
It's thick.
It looks thicker in the middle. You want my honest opinion. Yeah. It was basically Fall Guys and Halo that convinced my wife to get her own PC and Steam account. Otherwise, she was just borrowing mine. I had no idea that you played games like that. Good lord, these potatoes have all kinds of spots on them. Thank you for rolling this out, by the way. Also, there's some make some noise tonight.
Yay! What kind of noises will we be making?
Ha-has and ho-hos. Laughing noises? I don't know.
Okay, I think that's better.
It looks better. Are you trying to figure out how to put it on? Because you should use the rolling method trick. The rolling pin?
But it's wider than the rolling pin.
Yeah, some people still do that. I picked such baby potatoes.
That's on you.
It is on me. I do like this peeler better, though.
Well, that's good.
Because I feel less like I'm about to take off my finger.
Well, that's good. That's the important.
So I keep all my fingers?
Oh, good. Yeah? This is what you wanted me to do, right?
Yeah. You're doing a good job.
Oh my god!
Did you just... Okay, I take back everything I said.
I got my ring! It'll be fine. We can recover.
This is why we never compliment. You know, I was just about to be like, Stream, tell my wife she did such a good job.
Nonsense.
Failing me.
We can recover.
You're failing me in front of everybody.
We can recover.
How can I trust you in a dire situation?
You cannot.
Well, good. Good, we've identified this before anything bad has happened. We did taste the pie filling yesterday while we were doing the corn dogs, and I gotta say, I was very happy with it. Quite tasty. I was planning on doing mushy peas to kind of keep with the England theme. I was looking up recipes, and I don't have anything that remotely resembles what would be needed for true mushy peas. Because you need marrow fat peas, which I've never even heard of as a type of pea. You're then supposed to soak them for 12 hours in baking soda to soften them up and to keep them super green. And then you just blend them with malt vinegar, and that's what you make. However, I don't know where to get marrow peas. I haven't even heard of those. I just have some like normal frozen peas. So instead, we're just gonna have like peas. Because I felt like it would be disingenuous to call them mushy peas if I couldn't like even remotely get close to the actual recipe. So what it means is I'm going to have to figure out how to get the actual kind of peas I need so we can do it right. So that's it put on the list of things that I'm going to have to figure out. Also, I did try to start our sprinkler system again. Once again, not working.
I sent you the email. They're coming Friday.
I just was like, I'm mostly just worried about the trees. I don't want the trees to die.
Well, then go start the manual sprinkler thing.
Just don't think about it. It's like when I think about it, I go, dang it, it's already hot out and wet.
So do I need to cut off the extra then?
What?
Do I need to cut off the extra?
Yes. I was hoping you'd be able to get it around me, all around the edge.
Well, I didn't line it up right. I can stretch it a little.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to do the pinch and whatnot.
You can still pinch it with that. I can't duplicate what a man who's done this for like 30 plus years has been able to accomplish.
I'm not mad at you. I was just. You're doing a fine job. I'm just trying to make it perfect. Pictures. I knew I wouldn't be able to do anything remotely close to perfect, which is why I brought in help.
Are you happy now?
Am I happy? That's an existential question if I've ever heard one. I would say depends on the day.
I went with the pie.
I haven't eaten.
Oh my god. There's like a bubble right there. I can see it.
Well, we'll make sure to poke a hole in it.
Yeah. So what do I do now? I don't remember.
We gotta fill it. Rusty Rhymes, hey, how's it going, buddy? You having a solid Monday? Your fish tacos looked really good yesterday. All right, you want me to get the filling?
Do I need to poke it first?
Yes, you do. Good catch. believe it's called docking.
I don't think that's what it's called.
It's looking forward to that heat breaking. Is it hot up there where you guys are? At least right now? I feel like we've had it hot for a while, so to actually get it to be kind of cool.
My fork.
Getting a fork. One fork. I loved watching the confusion there at the beginning about what you wanted to do.
Don't judge me.
Perfect. Although you did do too many on this side.
What?
You did 4 instead of 3 like the rest of them. You went 1 extra over here.
That's what the bubble is.
I understand.
I'm worried about this bubble.
You'll be fine.
We're not gonna get your perfect pie.
Well, as long as it doesn't bust. Yeah, it's been sweaty. Well, it's good for losing weight, right? I wish we had a smaller pie dish because we could definitely probably...
Unless you... How much you putting in here? It's supposed to be just level or just below?
We're not even to the level yet. There we go.
You could do it in the ramekins.
Oh, and do it like a pot pie?
Yeah.
Well, let's see how much excess we have. There's still like quite a bit. Do you want me to put more in, or do you really think it's fine?
He said it expands.
Okay, let's leave it. What's the meat filling? This is
Meat?
it's steak
Skipper.
and ale. It's steak, leek, yellow onion, beer, and beef broth with salt and pepper, some bay leaves that we cooked for about an hour yesterday, and then we thick it with a cornstarch slurry. So next up, we're going to. It's basically like beef gravy with chunks in it. I'll move this over here.
Do I need to roll out
Nice.
that now?
Yes, you're rolling out the topping, and then we're gonna put it on top, and then do the smush, and then cut the outside, and then egg wash, and the whole bit.
What'd you do with this?
Oh, I just kind of crumpled it, like bent it in on it. I'll just do it. Because he said to just kind of just roll it a little bit to kind of get pliable, and then flour.
I need to do that. I'm gonna hit.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
You don't. It's not your seasonings.
Everyone has ideas.
Can you? There's a dog hair right there. Thank you.
That was the tiniest little dog hair. I could not see what the heck you were talking about.
I just felt like it was gonna.
No, it was a good call. I don't want dog hair in the food.
I mean, there's dog hair in the food.
You don't have to let them know that.
If anyone who has pets, it gets in the food.
Rusty was talking about that yesterday, that he had some of his own hair in his tacos.
It just
I was like, it's free fiber.
happens. Oops.
Yeah, yesterday we made some awesome Korean and American corn dogs, and we made the corn dogs first, And they ended up, by the time we were done with the Korean corn dogs, getting a little soggy or just not as crispy. I ate some for lunch today and threw it in the air fryer, and it brought them right back to life. They were actually better today because they were more crispy. We should have eaten them when they came out instead of waiting until everything was done. I still need to find a better corn dog batter recipe, though, because I was not particularly happy with that.
It didn't. I know how that goes.
Yeah. I assume he's talking about the hair. He does have a big beard. Much better than mine. Mine's kind of small. I don't seem to grow facial hair that well, like, compared to other people. Like, it takes me such a long time to get anything, and then it never, like, fills in. My dad's had a mustache and a beard. No problem. Me, I can't seem to. Must get it from my mother's side.
Your mother doesn't have facial hair.
No, I meant her genes. No one on that side of the family has any sort of real facial hair. That's what I meant.
No, I know what you said.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. We don't make a lot of like UK English type food, but I'd like to a little bit more.
Oh my god.
You okay?
Yeah. We made it.
So yeah, for this they went to the pinch right away and then cut the excess off. Oh, don't do that. We're supposed to
Egg wash.
We're supposed to egg wash it.
Shoot.
Can you pull it off?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can deal with that. That looks fine. I need the milk. Give me like 20 seconds to get this egg washed together.
And I did it so well.
This is on me for not saying anything. A little bit of water, milk. Dash of milk. Probably should have picked a bigger vessel.
Or a smaller whisk.
This is the smallest whisk we have.
Or a fork.
No, we're going to overcome this issue with pure effort.
If you want my honest answer, we're only getting one pie out of this.
Yeah. Bring that a little closer.
No. You're talking about this?
No, I meant my egg wash.
No, because this will fall off our counter.
Me bringing the glass closer to this. That's what I was talking
I'm
about.
saying if I let go of this, it's going to fall off the counter.
Okay, that's not what I meant. I'm just going to wash all of it around because I don't know where it goes. He makes it look easy because he cuts it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
There.
And now I have no clue how I'm gonna do this correctly.
We're both just gonna do it.
You don't even need me.
I think that actually worked. Can you do the pinches? No. All right.
I definitely, as I'm learning through this experience, think I could have.
Why didn't you do the?
Because he did this, cut off the excess, and then he went back and did that.
No, he did that both times.
You don't want to be sharp enough, you need the little knife.
He said to use a dull knife.
Did he? Because it looked like he had a sharp knife.
He did not.
It looked like he had one like this.
No. Okay. Okay.
Let him cook.
Let me screw up on my own.
So I backed away.
Look at all that excess. Okay, then he went back and.
Make sure you're pinching it closed. And then he said, remember when you do the egg wash to not go over the sides.
Yes. You don't want to get it to stick because you're supposed to be able to pop it out. I think I've done it all.
And you gotta cut some slits in the middle.
Yeah.
I would use a sharp knife for that though.
Yes. You want to get a picture of it?
Yeah, I can.
Before I butcher it?
I just wanted to make sure it was all pinched off so that it doesn't boil out.
No, I think it actually.
It actually looks nice.
I'm very surprised. I'm usually not this good. I mean, you did most of it, so.
I think I rolled the bottom too thick, so I do apologize for that. But we're all learning.
Okay, so right here and right here.
You could do 3. You could do like a long one and 2 little ones.
Let's just do the 2.
I-
Right here.
Yeah, that's fine. Just commit.
Yeah?
Yeah. You just want
How's that look?
ventilation holes.
Yeah, they usually just. Appreciate that, Chow.
Don't go over.
I'm not.
don't have to get it all the way up to the edge.
You want it crispy? We do.
I mean, you could paint some out from the divots.
I know, I just want to make sure I get all of it.
Go over.
I'm trying. It's just, these things happen. You put an idiot in charge. Pretty good, guys, huh? It's heavy.
It should be. It's filled with meat. It's a hearty.
All right, 50 minutes.
Fingers crossed. You've made meat pies before, but not like.
Yeah, we're pretty close to what I've made before.
Are you done with flour?
No. I have to make a gravy, and that requires some thickening.
Do you want this thrown out?
Oh, yeah, I thought we were going to make cool designs, but it's already in there, so yeah, we're done with it.
Careful. Don't get your finger. That's what I meant. Like, you're good for me to just. Well, that got like egg wash and other stuff on it. That's why I assumed that you wanted it just thrown away. Other words, yes.
Yeah.
We should invest in some of those things if we do this more.
Well, that's what I was going to say is those pie, like the nice
Pie?
rings that
Yeah.
like cut.
The large, what do they call them? Large pastry cutters?
Yeah.
We'll have to invest in some of those.
Is this your way of telling me you want more pies?
No. But I was prepared to get one of my dinosaur cookie cutters out, make a dinosaur, and put it on top of the pie.
I honestly would not have been surprised in the least.
I'm going to take him now. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Skipper, you want to get the mayo?
We're almost done peeling potatoes. We got like 5 more. And then I got to cut them.
Skipper, want to get the mayo?
This would have been an absolute pain if I had to do all of this plus the pie. Like, we would have been here forever. So, appreciate my wife agreeing to help out. She's pretty cool.
Sometimes.
I'd marry her once.
Oh,
But not a second time.
just once.
Just once.
I can roll out dough. And make dough.
You can roll on out of here. How about that? Ooh.
Man, I'm taking the dough with me. Bye.
All right, thank you.
Skipper, you know what?
So yeah, I was messing with Streambot today and added a couple new chat options. I listed them down below. There's a couple secret ones, but haven't told anyone what those are. Those will be more for if people can figure them out over time. They're not anything super special. It's just more of like fun Easter egg stuff. My first time messing with streamer.bot, but really liked it. If I can come up with some new clever stuff to do with the chat commands, I'd really like to. All right, I'm going to call this the last potato because the other ones are so small. I don't know that they're worth the effort. Oh, thank you for the follow, Jim Frank. Appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying. If you got any suggestions for things you'd like to see made, feel free to let me know. I'm always looking for what things people find interesting or want to see made. Okay. All right. That's good with potatoes. Let's go ahead and get them chopped up so we can get them boiling and then start working on everything else. Do a quick little wipe down here. Go. You always got to be proactively cleaning. Otherwise, your kitchen is a mess at the end of these streams. I know Rusty was talking about it yesterday too. It is. Just taking a couple minutes here and there to knock out something is so much less you have to do at the end when you're exhausted and you just want to go to bed. At least that's how it is for me. Usually when I finish streaming, it's like my responsibilities for the day are over. All right. Here's the potatoes. We're going to cut them up real quick. Throw them in this. Get them boiling. You by chance didn't cut my knife, or cut my knife. You didn't by chance,
No.
Okay.
I also grabbed him on the leash to take him. That was a shorter leash.
I'm sure he survived.
No, not sharpening your knives between last night and we went upstairs when I went to work this morning and when I got home.
I'm sorry, I just didn't remember if you did it while I wasn't paying attention.
No, I have not. If you want to put that filling back on the fridge, or what do you want to do with it?
Yeah. There's a chance that we...
Yeah.
I'm going to have hopefully a bunch of potatoes, so if we want, we could definitely just like throw that on some mashed potatoes tomorrow.
Yeah.
That box for me? No, it's for you. It's your...
It's me. The reason why this wasn't in the trash, or is it just in the pod?
I am trying to get the potatoes going because they're going to take half an hour.
So you pod.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure, because he was sniffing it.
Yeah. I was mostly clearing things so I could do a wipe down of all the dough and flour and whatnot. Trying to stay entertaining. I'm cutting these pretty rustically since we're going to match them, but I am just trying to keep them remotely the similar size.
Do
that
you
way
want this open?
they cook evenly. Yeah, you can open it. I'm very curious if it's the wrong thing.
The wrong thing?
Yes.
Did you order something wrong?
No, I ordered something and then, whoa, the middle's gone. Is it a CGC comic or is it a normal comic?
It's a normal comic.
Okay, then that's what I was supposed to get.
CGC wouldn't have fit in this.
I was saying, the picture that was sent to me was a CGC, and that's not what I was supposed to get. Alright. Cutting out the spots. It should be an extra number 5. All right. Nearly there, gentlemen and ladies. What's up, Grant? Welcome. You don't like that?
I do like that.
Pretty cool. What?
It's warm.
Yeah, well, it is kind of warm inside. Did you finally beat Rodon? Rodon? Okay. Nope, I'm taking a break for a few days. Understandable. You are still in the middle of school, so. Okay. Got our potatoes. So we're going to cover them to about an inch of water and then salt them and get them to boil. All right. Where's the lid? I took the lid off. Got salt everywhere. All right, so next up for the peas. Mashed potatoes, hope you get much butter. Oh, yeah, there'll definitely be butter. I've got salted butter. I've got half and half. We are going to go to town on it. We are also going to get some garlic going as well. W emote, you like that? It doesn't quite look like Skipper, but it's about as good as I could get. Got roasted onions and some roasted garlic. I don't have any roasted onions, but I have some better than bouillon roasted garlic base. This is basically condensed roasted garlic. I used it to make some garlic bread the other day, and oh my god, it was the garliest thing ever. So, the garlic I'm using for the peas, and then I'm going to throw some of this in the potatoes. Actually, I'm going to leave this out because I'm going to forget it. You're 99% sure it's a seal? Yeah, so the dancing, or the wiggle emote is actually I believe it's a Popolio from Pokemon. Somebody made the emote, and then people started to customize it to basically just make it look like whoever, like streamer-wise. So I went on Fiverr and had somebody try to do it to make it look like Skipper, but there was a miscommunication language barrier, so it ended up mildly resembling Skipper, but not really. But I threw it on anyway because I thought it would be fun. Peas with garlic. Okay, you do you. Not a ton of garlic, but just a little bit of garlic. I originally wanted to do mushy peas, but the type of pea, the marrow fat peas, are I don't know if they're even possible to find in the U.S. unless you get them like do them yourself. I don't know where to get them, so I would have to use like normal peas, and I just don't know that that would be that great. Do onions to toss in the pan and give them a browning? Do. Do equals no. No onions, just toss in the pan and give them browning. The only onion I have right now, all I've got right now is a red onion, and that's for the salad tomorrow. I could probably spare half of it. Actually, wait, do I? I lied. I have half an onion. I completely forgot I had this half onion in there. So lucky you. Or lucky me, I guess. Finely topped with cloves of garlic, should roast in under 2 minutes. Alright, I need a little bowl. Alright, let's go ahead and get the garlic. Tip for garlic. Smash it with the broadside of the knife, then chop. Alright. I assume you meant before I tried to mince it. Because I don't think that did anything. If I was doing it with salt and trying to make a garlic paste, that would have worked. Next time, the whole clove. Oh, yeah. A little garlic. Yeah, smashing it pops right out of the outer shell. No, what he's talking about is smashing it down so it doesn't move while you're chopping it. Did I not take the outer shell off of this? I did not. Oh well. I'll just take the top layer off. There we go. That was dumb of me. Oh well. Alright, nice thin dice. There we go. Oh yeah, did we get another person on there? So use the smash and the unpeel. Thoughts on garlic squisher things that minces it for you? Like you're talking about garlic press. I'm not a huge fan of the garlic press because it's a one-use item that is kind of a pain to clean. It has its use, but a lot of the time you're still having to go through the whole process with the garlic anyway. So is it worth it if it's a pain to clean? Even if it saves you 5 minutes, but you add an extra couple of minutes in cleaning? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty effective. I could see why you would suggest that. That's a good call there, Old Wolf. Alright, we got our garlic, we got our onions. Got a nice mess to clean up. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 garlic cloves for tomorrow. That's perfect. You didn't smash it with force before. Yeah. I always get nervous doing that because I have a tendency to break things. Okay. Let's start with the gravy, and then we can do the peas because they won't take super long. All right, we got our medium heat. Try it tomorrow. giving them a real smack with the broadside and peel will fall off. You only have to cut them once. Oh, yeah, that. I thought you were talking about something else. Yeah, I definitely could have hit them harder. But, I will definitely do better tomorrow. Butter. Okay, I need to figure out exactly how much gravy so I can figure out how much flour to put in there. Okay. All right. 3.5 cups, which means 3.5 tablespoons of butter. Let's just go with 4. All right. You did fine with just a tip. I am a lazy cook. Making mesh or rich mash. I'm not making mash. I'm making normal, like, just normal mashed potatoes. This is actually gravy, is what I'm going for right now. This pot is mashed potatoes. This is actually a beer and beef stock gravy is what I'm going for. Yeah, the French one, I don't have a ricer, so that's just not likely to occur. What did I do? Flour. Alright. That sounds like 1 million calories. Your onions won't brown roast with butter. Eh. I'm fine with they're just sauteed. Yeah, that's fine. I don't necessarily need them browned. I think it'll be good without it. I mean, it'll be good with it, but butter's what I got on hand right now. You would have added the butter after the browning? I mean, that makes sense. There. Still hot down there. It's humid AF up here today, but in high 70s, so not bad. What are you stirring with? Looks like a flat whisk. This is a whisk specifically for sauces and gravy. All right. Old Wolf, you are perfectly fine, man. I appreciate the suggestions, the commentaries, and the tips. You are not upsetting me by any means. I love to hear it. So feel free. Temperature-wise, it was about 88 today. It's kind of humid, but it's not terrible. We've had a lot worse recently. You just made a white sauce base. Well, I mean, I made a roux, and then I'm essentially this is half beer, half beef stock. We're not quite to bechamel levels. Sorry, I'm checking to see if I have any more beef. Beer, that's for drinking, brother. I stopped using the French term and called it white sauce base, but you get it. Yeah. I've got turkey. Apparently, I am out of better than bouillon beef. Because otherwise, this gravy would have been a lot darker. I probably should have darkened the roux a little bit more. But it was starting to scorch, so I was worried. The beer I went with is pretty light, too. I can always add more beef broth. Only roux I know are happening kind. I genuinely don't know what the heck you're talking about there. How to roast bones and make bone broth? You want me to get some oxtail and make an oxtail beef broth? I've made an oxtail au jus before, and it was wonderful. I did it for some prime rib that we did for Christmas. It took most of the day. Nah, just bones is fine instead of the canned broth. Kangaroos. Alright, potatoes aren't done yet. Alright, we got 30 minutes, or we got 15 minutes left on the pie before we pull it. At which point it's got to cool. How much? That's why our sauciers are well paid. Yeah. How much butter would you add to 5 pounds of potatoes for just normal mashed potatoes? I also have half and half, which is half cream, half milk. Generally, I just do it until it tastes good. But what would you suggest for your level of butter? It would be going in the stand mixer, so I'm not going to beat it by hand. Me personally, yeah. All the butter is what Grant says, forever the best. Forever number one or whatever. Thoughts on cream cheese and mashed potatoes? I can't say I've ever had it, if I'm being completely honest with you. I suppose it could be a good high protein, lower fat option, but you'd be better going off with like Greek yogurt if you want my personal. I would, as a German, only use about 1/5 butter, then some dry roasted onions and no stock, some oregano and caraway. And then okay. Those potatoes are done. I'm going to turn this down. It's a little hot. As an American, I would add so much butter. Is that why we are so fat? Cream would be fine last to smoothen the consistency after cooking. All right, I'm going to turn down so I can go. There's the potato. I assume caraway isn't often used in U.S. kitchen. No, caraway seed would be a pretty unique thing to find. It needs more butter. The cream later will do. Okay. Well, we'll add a little dash. All right. Do you have caraway? I do not have caraway. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm mad. I don't have mint right now, honestly. Nutmeg? I do have nutmeg. I have some, I just got a whole nutmeg that I could grate. Very tiny. Great one to stroke in. Into the potatoes? Yep. One nutmeg lasts for an entire cooking education. Too much. Okay. How about that? Way too much. How about that? This is still too much? Yeah, you're right. There. There's barely any in there now. All right, the pie is getting ready to come out. Let's see how this bad boy looks. Kind of looks like it could go for a little bit longer. The crust isn't very brown at the top. I'm actually going to let it go another 5 minutes. Which works out because that's about the time it's going to take for the piece to get made. Okay. There's a lot of cleanup still. Then all right, what do we got going on here? The caraway here, kumul is basically mandatory for potato dishes. I was unaware that caraway seed was that important. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but it does, but it doesn't, if that makes any sense. Currently working through making sure everything's clean in the background while the peas are cooking. Not everything, but I am trying to clean up a decent portion. Little cumin is mandatory for Mexican. Yeah, cumin and cilantro, although you probably know it as coriander. That's one of the weird ones where it's got two names, coriander and cilantro. I cannot stand it. I'm one of those people where it tastes like soap, which I'm sure multiple people on here have heard many times. What you doing, Skipper? Alright, Island just needs a wipe with some water, and then that's good to go. There we go. That's nice and done. So, a lot of times the recipe in the package always tells you to boil the frozen peas. I don't really like that. I actually find that this is a much better method, is to just kind of slowly bring them up to temp with a little bit of butter and then add salt and pepper at the end. Peas aren't exactly, huge. They cook through relatively quick. Okay, let's get some of this stuff moved back to the island. Oops, sorry. I need some pepper. This gravy needs pepper. Alright, we're almost done with the pie. Alright, I'm pulling the pie. Look at that pie. A little bit of salt. Bit of pepper. Alright. Cornier is not liked by many. Yeah, I'm glad that we're all in the... This is not going well. What the There we go. But using ground seeds instead of leaves will solve the problem. Coriander seeds. Heating up peas is way enough. Peas don't contain toxic compounds like beans. Peas shouldn't be done with remaining heat. Yeah. They are. They're perfect. So yeah, so what we've got over here, this pie, we're going to give it another 5-ish minutes, and then we're going to pop it out of the tin and see if we can get it out. I mean, this crust looks great. Up here, could have used a little bit more cooking just to get some even coloring. But I mean, look at the sides here. All right, let me get my wife starting to head up here. Morgan! Morgan! Food! I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I tasted the gravy. It's pretty terrible. The gravy's bad.
What you do with the gravy to make it bad?
I think I put too much beer in it. It is very beery.
So no gravy.
Like, I thought I could save it. Like, I was like, maybe a little salt and pepper will help save this
You
gravy.
just have like a backup can of gravy or anything?
I have turkey gravy. It doesn't really make sense for what we're doing, but the
I saw
pie...
you put way too much nutmeg in those potatoes.
Yeah, but I pulled it out.
I saw.
That came out pretty nice. Oh, that's you. Baste a half teaspoon of butter with lemon would be great. Ooh, what are we having for dinner? Well, Lazy Tony, we this is a meat pie that we made. We made the filling yesterday and the crust. Today we assembled, and then we also have mashed potatoes and peas. I made a beer and beef stock gravy that kind of tastes way too much beer and not enough like beef.
And we're not beer people.
And I'm not much of a drinker, so I actually find it very
off-putting. This looks really good.
But the pie came out wonderful. We're supposed to pop it out too.
Uh-huh.
I think we should wait a couple more minutes, but it actually looks really well done.
Yeah, I know.
I'm very impressed.
For our first attempt at, well, we've made a meat pie before.
Yeah, and then here's what else we've got while we're waiting. The mashed potatoes, the peas, and the beery gravy. I'm telling you, brother, beer is for drinking. Yeah. Did you add cream to the mash? Yes, I did add cream to it.
Well, the dog probably wants his dinner.
The dog definitely wants his dinner. You want to do you want to give him some treats while we let this cool and then...
Sure. Get back! Come here. Come here, boy. Come here. You want a treat? Skipper. Come here. Touch. No, ignore all the food on the ground. Hey.
Are you going after the mashed potatoes?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, can you sit?
For those of you who are new, this is our dog Skipper. He's a major part of this. Everyone loves him. We always make a big deal about giving him his treats and getting him to do tricks.
Okay.
What did Grant say?
Well, there's a couple comments now that Skipper's joined.
Yeah, Skipper is the highlight of this. As he looks over at me while I'm trying to dry a plot.
Good boy.
Okay, the harsh critics joins in White Fur, yeah. I'm only here for the dog, to be honest. Yep, that sounds about right, Grant.
He did look up the potatoes that were on the ground.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
You always got to leave a couple for the dog.
Down. Down. Stuff in your teeth.
You can be mad at me later.
For using the big plate?
Yeah.
You don't want to do that on camera? Wait, what are you doing?
I'm flipping it and then flipping it onto this.
Okay, just be careful with the top.
I mean, we could put it on camera. I just figured this would be
Did
easier.
you not think if you put it sideways, it would like slide out?
No.
Who's there? Who's there? Yes. Oh. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what it was actually. Because it came out. I just don't want you to like hold it. Shake. It's a shake.
We did it. We did it.
And ta-da! Pie.
The pie is out.
Let's go. I'll give you dinner now. Oh, I should take a picture of this before I get to the
You
dog
should
there.
definitely take a picture of it. Well-mannered dog. Thank you.
He's a good boy.
He's gone through some rigorous training at PetSmart.
He has.
And by that, I mean he successfully passed one class.
No, he passed 2 classes. He passed beginner and intermediate education.
There was some collusion.
No. He's a good boy.
I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just saying. Did he pass on the merits of being able to, like, come on command, or did he win because he was a beautiful boy?
No, he did all the things he's supposed to do. Look at that picture. Look at that pie.
Yeah. You helped.
I did.
How do you want to assemble? I feel like
Just
you...
like so badly off center. I'm sorry, that's going to bug me.
It's fine.
It's the greens that mess with my phone.
Then, I mean, I've been asking for new plates.
Like the pea green.
So do you have the same agreement as me with my wife? I have to cook and she has to eat it? Yes. My
Yeah.
wife will eat what I make, assuming it's not fish. And most of the time she'll try things. She just won't try fish. Like I said last stream.
We're going to have to cut this, by the way.
Yeah.
You're going to cut a slice out and put it on here. And then you're going to have, what, the mashed potatoes and the peas?
So he just cut it in half, and it was like pretty good about being...
Okay. We can cut it in half, but you still just need a slice.
Well, I would say we cut it in half, and then we cut a triangle out of it.
Before.
Okay. He did it with a serrated knife, so...
Make sure you open it so camera
I now feel worried about opening it.
Well, you've committed. Hi, Skipper. Is it because it feels mushy?
I mean, it's
It's
fully.
cooked, yeah. Do you want one of the pine thingy?
Yes, I would love one of the pie. You tell me where you want it on this plate before I pull it.
I want it, like, to one side.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it just scooted
Which way do you want me to scoot it?
in. This can be mine.
You do not give clear directions. In could be 5 different directions. Apparently, we don't need gravy because it is a runny, gooey, delicious-looking mess.
Yeah, his was a little more solidified, but
I'm sorry.
no complaints.
Even not salmon? No, she doesn't touch it. Mine dislikes cheese. That harsh. How do you... I don't know how you live not liking cheese. That's like one of the best things in the world.
That's so sad.
Why doesn't she like fish? It's the texture. You know why she doesn't. In literally means in. In could mean straightforward. It could mean towards the center. There are multiple interpretations of in.
Oh my god. I get it.
She calls cheese rotten milk. That's a harsh.
That's a powerful statement.
Yeah.
It was definitely the spoon I was going to use for the peas. I changed my mind.
How are they going to see the peas?
You can still see them. I would put something on the potatoes. I can slide it a bit more.
I can put a tab of butter on there as well.
Sorry that I give you a lot of peas. Just on top. Yep, perfect. Okay.
But I sneak in cheese very often, don't tell her, like in sandwich with gorgonzola sauce. This looks like a very southern meal. How does this look like a southern meal? This is from the UK.
Was it Grant that said that? Because he doesn't understand what Southern is.
Yes, it was Grant that said that.
Then don't listen to him.
Salmon with gorgonzola sauce would be a pretty harsh, because gorgonzola is essentially like blue cheese. It's a very harsh cheese, and cheese and fish generally don't mix well all that often. So I'd be curious to see how that is. I mean, how's this look, guys? Pretty decent.
figured out I can change the temperature on the picture. You can now move everything where you need it.
Well, I was trying to clean up all this.
Sorry.
You literally just put
My bad.
running the plate through the gravy.
My bad.
It's fine. If I had known that there would be this much like spilling out of it, I wouldn't have felt the need to make a gravy.
Well, it worked out that the gravy wasn't quite what we were after, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, some of that's mine. No, yeah, that works.
All right, let's try this independently.
Can't.
That is quite good. What?
Oh, we're just calling on the nutmeg.
Try it and just use a tiny amount, as with the nutmeg. I hope your wife doesn't dislike nutmeg or is allergic. Hope. But the amount of gravy won't taste it. Yeah, she's not a big fan of nutmeg if it's like a prominent flavor. But I took out a good portion of the nutmeg that I added. So you can't tell. This crust is great.
Did the crust come out okay?
Yeah, the crust came out good. It's very soft, but also kind of firm. Like it holds up well.
Did you cook it for the same amount of time that he did his little ones? Or longer?
A little bit longer.
Okay, good.
He cooks the big ones for the same amount of time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The
This is tasty.
it reminds me of like a pot pie crust.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Swanson's pot pie.
It's flaky. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the gravy came out really good in this. In this, not the one I made. The one I made is trash. The peas are perfect. They're not like overcooked and mushy in a bad way. Because I like mushy peas, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the British version of mushy peas and then peas that are overcooked and are mushy because of it, two separate things. This steak is super tender. Like, somebody with no teeth could eat this steak. I'm just saying they could. It's very, like, melts in your mouth is a good way to describe it. All right, I'll try the potatoes with the nutmeg in the potatoes by itself is very, very subtle. Let's put it that way. It does give a nice offsetting flavor to the mashed potatoes and the butter. It's all right. I wouldn't do it every time. It would be like a once in a while thing. Because I'm really big about just basically pretty plain salt, butter, cream or milk, black pepper, and maybe garlic in my mashed potatoes is like the perfect mash for me. Obviously, garlic doesn't need to be in there every time. Like there's a place.
Oh, look.
Subtle it should be, but not to your taste. Okay. Yeah. Did you get a hair? Is the hair in the crust?
It's in the pinch.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We have so many dog hairs everywhere.
Heresy. Garlic is always needed in mashed potatoes. I'm sorry, but I think there's a place where garlic does not need to be in mashed potatoes. And I mean, like, specifically, I'm thinking, like, Thanksgiving. I don't think it's a necessary addition. Why'd you not eat any peas? Eat some peas, Morgan. Always reminding the wife to eat green things. I thought if I hit him on a green plate, she wouldn't see him. This pie isn't going to last. Thank you. To be fair, mashed potatoes for me is potatoes coarsely mashed with some butter and a tiny amount of cream. I'm a chunky potato guy. Like, most of the time, I don't even, like, remove the skins. I like texture in my mashed potatoes. Probably because I was raised that way. This is very comforting. I could see why you would go to the pub and get this. The caraway and the nutmeg is just there, but in every country I cooked it, they liked it. I'm sure it's probably quite good. I'm just, I'm willing to try it. I'll give anything a chance once. Well, not anything. Not organ meat stuff, but, you know, tangent normal. Let's put that way.
You're always willing to try variations of things.
Yeah. I'll try a different seasoning type. Just not cilantro. That stuff sucks.
Potatoes is one of his favorite foods, so he's always willing to try.
Yeah, potato is my favorite food. In general. I'm starting to sweat.
Are you?
I've been fine until I started eating, and now I'm like... Oi, laddie, I'm chuffed to bits to go down to me pub with me mates. Is that what you were hoping for, Grant? The pie, for instance, you couldn't serve here in Germany, even if it's surely delicious. Why couldn't you serve it in Germany?
Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you. Yep. I didn't sit through 3 hours of so-called acting to not pick up terrible British accent. I grew up on a farm with just eating cooked, peeled potatoes with chilled butter and salt. I mean, that kind of sounds great. Germans dislike soupy pie. I mean, you could thicken this more so it wasn't as soupy. And frankly, I probably should have, but we were 3 hours into the stream yesterday, so, and it looked like it had thickened up quite a bit. I'm not mad. I mean, I kind of like it a little bit runny because now I can scoop it out onto my potatoes.
Yeah, you could have thickened it, the slurry more.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta call it.
You can eat that last bite of crust.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I don't want a full piece, so if you're done.
Yeah. The taste is the thing, but customers care for looks. Yeah, I know. I mean, the first thing that people do is eat with their eyes, so how it looks is what gets people to want to eat it, buy it, sell it, and obviously if you're running a business, you got to do what's going to bring customers in, but for something to eat at home, nah, man, this is great. Perfect. Plus, this really wasn't hard.
I was thinking that.
It took 2 days, but like talked about being able to freeze these. I wouldn't be against like making like 3 or 4 of these and then throw them in the freezer.
To pop out later?
Yeah.
On like a rainy day you don't want to cook?
Yeah.
Just heat it up?
Yeah, exactly. All right, folks. I'm going to go ahead and call the stream here. We had a nice 2 hours. Dinner was very successful. It tastes good, minus the gravy, which was unfortunate. We'll get them next time, boys. I appreciate all of the. You cook great. Don't get me wrong. No, we're just chatting, man. You don't. I don't take anything personally. But I appreciate all the people who chatted, lurked, hung out, followed, subscribed, all of that. You guys are awesome. You make this a lot of fun. We'll be posting the pictures to Instagram here in a little bit. And check them out if you want to see any other stuff we made or the VODs. We've got a lot of really cool stuff. And we got a lot of cool things coming. Tomorrow we're doing the scallop and shrimp scampi with linguine and the like red lobster biscuits. So hopefully you guys can come check that out tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. We are going to go raid somebody and share the love, so just chill out for a second. All right, thanks, guys. Hi, Lily.
What are you looking up? Skipper. Hey. Hello.